All right, well, I'm gonna get video pictures of the house later on. In about a month, we're gonna let them have some time to get the house ship shape, get it staged and ready for showing. Just thought I'd take one more shot coming out the driveway here. Really pretty special place. There's petroglyphs, there's signs of just all kinds of Native American artifacts, arrowheads, pottery shards. I mean, that whole canyon back there was a spring that probably used to run full time. Oh, I see the bulls, they're over there. So they're sectioned off right down over there, and there's some water. It looks like another electric panel maybe. So there's definitely some electricity down here. There they are. What's up, fellas? This drops down into the other pasture. So maybe the property does go a little bit further over. I thought this fence was the property line and that was the neighbors, but maybe that's all part of this property too. I'll have to get all that double checked. So I'm gonna head down the hill here, turn back towards the mountains again, west to Ocate, and then head south towards Mora, and that drops me back down into Las Vegas. So it's a little bit of a loop, but I definitely wanted to kind of check it out instead of driving back to Wagon Mound and then heading south. It's really honestly about the same time difference driving wise, but basically I haven't been up here since the fires last year. I really want to kind of see it for myself. I saw it a lot on TV and stuff, but never really saw much of that in person. So nice folks. Just getting a little bit too much for them to manage, which is why they're selling it. But it's pretty darn impressive. They built that whole place by themselves, basically just the two of them. They had some guys help with the stucco and the plaster work, and that was about it. They did everything else themselves. So we'll take a little tour. Phew, it got warm. The wind has picked up a little bit. Okay, there's the neighbor's barn right up there and his house. He did a similar style kind of chalet sort of house after he saw what these folks did. Somebody's pulling some timber down out of there. It looks like for firewood. Now we shouldn't be too far away from Ocate or Ocate. I say it like Tecate, like the beer, Ocate. Apparently all kinds of wildlife up here too, you can imagine. Deer, elk, coyotes, rats, prairie rats, bobcat, mountain lion, elk, you name it, it's up here. I bet that this is kind of in the area too where the Marty the moose was for a while last year. In the summertime he was spotted up around Mora a couple times before he made his way down to Santa Fe, and he hung out at Ski Santa Fe for a couple of weeks in the beginning of the season, which was pretty amazing to see. Like, you could just see clips of somebody standing on the ski run and all of a sudden a moose comes flying out of the woods. But he was hanging around up here for a while too, so add that to the list of interesting wildlife. The property comes with 3 elk tags, and apparently it means unlimited now. I'm not really quite sure what the situation is with that, because I'm not a hunter, but I do know you need an elk license, and it's differentiated between bulls and the calves. And it used to be that you would have one per certain number of acres. of land that you own, and it depends on what area you are in too, that you would be eligible to get one. So this property has always been eligible for 3, but now it's unlimited based on whatever the rule change was, which I don't understand, but a hunter will. Okay, now we're starting to see some signs of the fire. I think that basically that whole hillside, you can see where it's a little spotty. There's still some green up in there, but over to the right, there's definitely more just pure black. It didn't come all the way down to the valley floor. There's a lot of ponderosa over there that I'm seeing, and it's probably actually mostly ponderosa on that whole hillside now that I'm kind of looking at it a little bit. So no juniper or pinon. That ridge top totally burnt all the way down here, halfway to mostly burnt. But on the other side of the road, 102 here, it's all fine. Looks like it wasn't touched. Definitely seemed like a lot of dead standing stuff, but that could be oak back in there too. Kind of hard to tell. Somebody put in a nice culvert there, and they have a road going straight up that valley there. Wish I could show all of this stuff, but I'm just gonna keep the camera on the road. Might have been Water River, and we're definitely coming into Ocate here. Whoa, that thing's falling apart. So not a whole lot, just a couple of little houses. It's kind of a typical northern New Mexico village. Some cool old structures. Fire department. Here's the community center. There's the recycling or the trash. There's the post office. And we're going to be doing 442 south. So we're turning right here. That's it. That's the whole town. That's probably used to be the old bar or saloon right here on the corner. And this road going straight will get you eventually to Angel Fire. Yeah, that building is so cool. Wow. It's an interesting adobe brick. It's almost like a brick. That thing is cool. I wonder if there's any stuff left in there. Picker's Dream. All right, so Ojo Feliz, La Cueva, Mora, Las Vegas. If anything pops up interesting, I'll put the camera back on. Mainly looking for more evidence of fires. So far we've seen some, but we're quite a bit further north from Hermit's Peak area. And Mora is still like 15 miles south of here. They definitely had more fire